Hello, thank you for tuning in today. My name is Charles. You're welcome to this channel. Please, if you're new, do subscribe, but if you have been here already, thank you for sticking and staying. Today I want to share something very important with all of us. We have heard a lot of times people tell us to be careful with people. They say so because you're dishonest people telling you A, but they mean B. And they really are very dishonest people out there who will lie to your face, mean A, whilst they talk about B. So they tell us to be very careful with people, which is very true. But today I want to talk to you about something that I found out recently. And it is this. If there's anybody to be careful also about, be very careful with people who are very honest. Yeah. And you may be wondering why I say that, be careful with people who are honest. You know, it is easy for you to detect a lie, because truth is usually felt, or people who are dishonest because their actions might depict something different. But with honest people who are really telling you something, you have to be careful with them. Why would I say this? I say this because people who are honest, it doesn't mean they're telling you the truth. I can be very honest about something, okay, but I'm wrong with what I'm being honest about. For instance, if I have been born 500 years ago, I will be teaching in a class of science students and telling them that the earth is the center of the universe, which is obviously not the truth. As I am being an honest person out there, it doesn't mean that the message I'm passing out is the truth. We have people tell us to our face. Real people tell us something very important. It could be an investment, it can be about relationship, it can be about anything even concerning our health. And honestly, people come out of love and share something with you. You see, these are the people you have to be very careful of. Because for a liar, it is easy for you to know that his actions does not correspond with what the person is saying. But for you to find out somebody who is honestly telling you something and that thing is not true, it's really very difficult, and you have to be careful. I have found out recently, especially the time I was about to travel out of my country to this place. I remember that I met people who have traveled, worked in countries, have studied medicine outside some countries, and they told me that, Charles, ever since they have been working with travel and tour companies, they've never seen anybody who have traveled and is a professional and is working successfully in the country I currently live in. Why? Because they don't have any evidence. They've not seen anyone. And that might be true. That might be an honest thing they are saying. But as to whether the information they were passing to me was right or was true was another thing. I defied their advice and I came to this place. And thank God, whatever they were telling me might be true. Or they might be honest about it. Yes, they have not seen anybody go there. They've never had a friend. They've never had an encounter with anybody who works there. But trust me, I came and I found that there are other people who do not exist in those people's life cycle. And because of that, they are not privy to the information about people working out here in this country. So imagine if I trusted them because they are honest with me. Do you know where I would have ended? Probably not this place as I sit now. So today, I want to tell you this. There are people in your life that are very, very, very much concerned about you. And because they are concerned about you, when you seek advice or when they want to talk to you, they will talk to you from the bottom of their heart. But the fact that they are talking to you from the bottom of their heart does not mean the information they are passing out is true. In fact, the most dangerous one is this: to even find out that information that I passed on to you yesterday is invalidated by a counter information that has been produced. For instance, I read a book by Robert Kiyosaki, and he says this, that there are times where, as successful as he has become in business, he is tempted to believe that his ways of life and choices and education is the best. But most of the time, you have to be drawn back to think that, yes, what I had worked yesterday, will this same information work for the new millennia that have been born into this world? You see, we are so careful to go into the supermarket, and when we are handed over any particular product, Yes, we know there is a name that states that it is maybe corned beef, but we go on to check the expiry date of this particular product to make sure that the information is there. Yes, it's boldly written, but this information, do they still apply according to this date? The ingredients that are mentioned there are still there, but are they valid for me to consume as at today? As human beings, our information that we have also have its expiry date, and you can imagine that we are living in an information age. It means that every information that you receive must be validated. You have to check, when was this information released, and does it apply to today? Is it expired? For instance, the information we receive in school today was working back then when there was factories, when there were labor, they were in need of labor, they were in need of doctors, nurses. Today, most of technological development have displaced these jobs into robots. I have in a system in my health facility where we just have one system called the HIS, or live trains, and with this, most people who could have been employed by my employer are not employed because of the particular information system we use in the hospital, and it has displaced people. So today, what I want to talk to you about is that when somebody is telling you something very honest, please be careful. Dishonest people, or dishonest people in our life that are telling us, oh, maybe go to school and probably get the best of grades and get the good job one day, you have to stop and ask yourself, does this information still apply? This person is being honest with me. Does the information that this honesty comes with still valid in my life, can apply in my way or my daily activities? Don't just trust. Like I'm saying, it is easy for you to detect a lie because of their actions, but people who are convinced in their ways, check them well, because sometimes they are the one that will lead you astray. I have found people, some religious practices, people will do all sort of things, people will praise through certain things, and they are convinced, they are honestly doing it. They are doing it out of zeal, and they probably will teach the same thing to their kids. But trust me, maybe they are honestly wrong. When you're honest and you're wrong, it is like a fast acting poison. It means that this thing can kill you faster than somebody who have the same information and is not zealous or probably not convinced enough. So today, I want you to know that, yes, be careful with people who are not honest, but be very careful with honest people. Make sure that when somebody is convinced and is telling you something, make sure to check the expiry date of those information. Make sure to validate the person's conviction, the sources of his information, or what is his inspiration. He might not be wrong, but the message that is carrying might be very wrong, might not be working for you as at the time you are receiving the message. Thank you again for today. My name is Charles. If you are new here, please do subscribe. But if you are old and you have been here with us, I set my loyalty salute. Until we meet again, peace. I'm out.